I am so angry right now. Well, hello peoples of the internet, my name is Kevin and welcome back to another video. So hello guys, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well and staying safe through this time right now. And as you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, we are going back to more Twilight fun, should I say fun? Is this fun? Yeah, you know what, it is fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. So it is time for me to read Breaking Dawn, which is the final book in the Twilight saga, and it is going to get intense. And for this one, I just want to let you guys all know that I am going to be splitting this video into two parts, just like the movies did with part 1 and part 2. So in this vlog, I'm going to be reading part 1 of the book, and then I'll do another one, which is me reading part 2. Also, if you haven't checked out the other videos where I read Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse, they're all going to be linked down below in the description, so you should go watch all of those first before you watch this one and see how I'm going to react to this. And also guys, I had to actually buy a new copy of Breaking Dawn, so this is not a used copy like I have with the rest of the books that I've gotten. This one's actually brand new edition of it, like, because they didn't have a used copy that was available with Prime shipping, so I got a brand new one. So we love that, or do we love that? Like, who knows? So let's open her up. And oh god, it's such a beast of a book. Okay, maybe the spine's already cracked and it's supposed to be a new edition, so we love that. Oh, is it flimsy? She's kind of flimsy. We love that. Okay, so we have got Breaking Dawn. I honestly thought this was a way longer book. Why did I think it was so much longer? Oh my god, there's a reference page at the back. Who are all of these characters? Okay, there's a vampire index. I don't know why there's a vampire index. Irish Coven? There's Irish vampires gonna be in this. I'm thriving. I am thriving. Oh my god. And they have such Irish names. Maggie, Siobhan, and Liam. Oh, I'm so happy right now. There's Irish vampires. We love that representation. Okay, so I absolutely love that. But it is how many pages? Okay, the end. 700. Okay, so I'm assuming 350 and 350 would be halfway. Like, that's part 1, that's part 2. I think that's what it is. Also, final thing we need to talk about is the cover, because you guys know I always do a little cover analysis at the start of these vlogs. So for this one, it is obviously the king chess piece and a pawn, which is a red pawn. So I think this symbolizes Bella being checkmated, like she's about to checkmate, if you know what I mean. That did not make any sense. She's about to checkmate. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, she is going to checkmate life. If that makes sense. That does definitely not make sense, but I really hope you can kind of understand what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I am going to go start reading this and I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited and here we go. Let's start this journey. So we are starting. I'm sitting here because the lighting's really good right now and I just kind of want to sit in my bedroom because everyone's at home and like it's really loud in the other room, so I'm gonna read here. I'm sorry about changing it up. I know we always start these vlogs in that room on the couch and I know some of us don't like change. You know what? It's just what we gotta do. It's Breaking Dawn. We're changing things up. So I'm gonna start. Also, this is definitely not a new copy. Like, the spine is broke. The first flap is very, very flexible. And hold on a second. The Host and the Chemist. Is The Chemist a book by Stephenie Meyer? Or was that the sequel that never happened? That's the real question. By the way, just in case you're wondering, I am going to be reading The Host after I finish reading Twilight. I am going to read The Host as well because a lot of you have said it's so much better. So I'm going to read it and see if you're correct. Hopefully you guys are. And you know, we kind of just want that moment for Stephenie Meyer to realize like you can actually write a good book, you know? So I am going to go book 1, Bella. Hold on a second. Are we getting different POVs in this book? Guys, we know how happy that's gonna make me. I have been so excited just to read other perspectives, you know, get to see other stuff. And like, oh my god, if we're reading through someone else's POV, maybe we'll get to hear them think, oh my god, Bella's a dumb bitch, like in their head, because they're thinking it. Like, Bella's not going to think that about herself because she kind of loves herself, which, you know, we stand. We love that confidence. Everyone wants that in life. But because we're going to get someone else's POV, are they going to call Bella out for being a dumb bitch? That's what I want to know. But like, we're probably going to get freaking like Edward and like Jacob. That's probably the perspectives we're going to get. Actually, it's probably just going to be Edward. I want to say it's just going to be Edward. But anyways, let's get to reading. So, we're on the preface. Okay, once again, it was a very short preface. I feel like they've been getting shorter and shorter as the books go on. Okay, so now we're moving on to chapter 1, Engaged. I don't know why, but it's the first line in the whole book. No one is staring at you. I promise myself, no one is staring at you. No one is staring at you. And I'm like, yes, Bella, no one is staring at you because who the hell likes you? No one. So no one is definitely looking at you, I promise. Wow, I look very red. I just turned into a tomato. Tomato couture. We love that for me. Okay, no, but what? Seriously, what is this lighting? Why am I gone so red? Ew. That needs to stop. Ew, why am I looking so red? Ew. I'm turning into the pawn. Is that better? Do I not look as red? I hated that. Why did I look so red? Anyways, now it's not even funny anymore because I just got instant karma for making fun of Bella. Okay guys, so I'm on page 18 and we all know I love Alice. If you've seen my tier ranking video where I ranked some of the Twilight characters, I put Alice in the top tier where she belongs, you know. We all know this, Alice is an icon. But she just said such an iconic line that I'm just like, ugh, this is why I stan Alice. So basically, Bella just came home from going to the gas station or something, and she comes in and she can hear that Alice and Charlie are doing something, and she's like, what's going on? And basically Alice was like putting Charlie into a tux for the wedding and whatever. Charlie's like to Alice, I look like an idiot. And then Alice says, no one dressed by me ever looks like an idiot. You know what? Alice said, you know what? I'm a stylist and I'm gonna own it. Like, don't discriminate my fashion. I am an icon. And I said, Alice is a stylist. Alice is a designer. Alice is a fashionista. Icon. Ugh, I just love her so much. It's not even funny. Okay, so low-key feel like this book is gonna get so much smuttier and like, I don't know why, but I'm kind of thriving for that. Like, I know obviously that like Bella gets pregnant because like I remember that from the movie and stuff. So like I know it does happen, but like I don't remember there being such a build-up. Okay, so Bella's now up in her room and stuff, and obviously Edward's there because he stays with her every night. So I think she has a bit of a separation issue, but you know what? We won't talk about that right now. I don't think we're ready to discuss that topic. But they're basically like, he pulls away because, of course, whenever things get too excited, he can't control himself, so he has to always stop. And so she goes, wait, practice makes perfect. And she kicks one leg and wraps it around his waist. He chuckled. Well, we should be fairly close to perfection by this point then, shouldn't we? Have you slept at all in the last month? Oh, and then she says, but this is the dress rehearsal, I reminded him, and we've only practiced certain scenes. It's no time for playing safe. It's getting a little bit steamy up in here, and honestly, thriving for it. Low-key thriving for it. Then this is like her inner dialogue after she says that, and she goes, I thought he would laugh, but he didn't answer, and his body was motionless with sudden stress. The gold in his eyes seemed to harden from a liquid to a solid. Honey, that's not the only thing that's hardening in him right now. Just saying facts. Okay, so I'm on page 34 now, and actually 35, and I'm about to start chapter 3. But I just got a big section all about like children vampires, or like, what are they calling them? They were calling them something else. The immortal children is what they were calling them. And basically, like, we just got this whole story about how, like, the Volturi don't like immortal children because obviously they can't control themselves because they're so young. So when they're hungry, they're just going to kill everyone. And they're basically just saying, like, how it was so frowned upon about having children that were vampires. And I don't think we got that whole backstory in the movie, but, like, that makes so much more sense to me now because I know, obviously, when Edward and Bella have their child, it's such a big issue. And now I'm seeing why, because we got that whole backstory. So I actually really appreciated that. And we heard that Tanya, is that her name? Tanya's mother had made a child, like a 2-year-old child or something, into a vampire, and then the Volturi came. My theory there is, I don't think they said why she did it or whatever, but I'm assuming because she was a vampire that she wanted to have like a baby as a child. And she ended up making it a vampire, which I don't know why you would do that. Why would you make a baby a vampire? That just sounds so messed up in my opinion, but whatever. Would you not just adopt a child, try not let the child know you're a vampire, and then when they get to like, I don't know, like 20 years of age, turn them? That seems like the most logical explanation for me. Like, just adopt the child, wait till they get to 20, then bite them, turn them into a vampire. That's how you can get yourself a child. Like, I know Rosalie also wants to have a child. Like, why didn't she just do that? I don't comprehend. I'm over here saving the lives of the vampires and giving them the families they want in life. Like, they just needed to come to me and I would have helped them. Okay, everyone, so it is the next morning and I didn't read anything last night because Animal Crossing has been happening and I got distracted and literally played for the rest of the day instead of reading, so we love that for me. Now I'm finally gonna go back to reading Breaking Dawn because, like I said, Animal Crossing has just been happening. It has been taking over my life and I just have not been reading. So hopefully I can now just dedicate some time to reading and hopefully read a good bit of this. Okay, so we all know my ultimate queen in this book is Rosalie. And she just got such an iconic description made of her because it's the wedding now. They're all getting prepared for the wedding and stuff. Like, Alice is doing Bella's makeup, but Rosalie is walking in and it goes, "It was after lunchtime when Rosalie glided past the bathroom door in a shimmery silver gown with her golden hair piled up in a soft crown on top of her head. Of course she is wearing her hair as a crown because we know she's queen, so she has to have her crown. We stan. She was so beautiful it made me want to cry. What was even the point of dressing up with Rosalie around?" She's not lying. Rosalie is just iconic. I love her so much. Okay, I'm on page 47 and the wedding has just happened and I'm so single. I didn't expect to feel so jealous of Bella getting married. Like, I don't ship the romance, but like, I'm so bitter and jealous. Like, ugh. I'm so single. I'm on the chapter Isle Esme now, and like, how fitting that like I am obsessed with Animal Crossing. And like, if you don't know what Animal Crossing is, basically it's like this place where like you own an island and you do it up, and like they're gone to an island. Like, is this the book's way of telling me to go back and play Animal Crossing? Because I will take that hint, but also at the same time, I just got to a section where they are going swimming, and Bella has just said, "A small movement caught my eye, draped over a bend in one of the palm trees that fringed the beach. The rest of his clothes were swaying in the light breeze." She's going skinny dipping. We love that for her. Honestly, we do really love that for her. Now I'm on page 90 and I'm on chapter 6, and Edward and Bella finally had sex. Let's all have a round of applause for Bella because we know, especially in Eclipse and everything, all she wanted was that D, and she finally got it, and I'm really happy for her. She seemed to really enjoy it and stuff, but Edward's a bit tense about it because he bit a couple of pillows and ripped those open and there was feathers everywhere, so we love that. And also he like bruised her up quite a bit because obviously he has superhuman strength, and I'm assuming when he's doing that thrusting, you know, put 2 and 2 together. I think that's what was happening, and then he was trying to grab her, and we're not getting into details, but like, that's why she's a little bit bruised. But she seemed to really enjoy it, and you know what? Like, she's down to like go for it again, but he was like, no, it's not happening. And I'm like, why is he such a tease? Like, she clearly enjoyed herself and she wants to go again, and he's just like, no, it's not happening. We're not doing it again. And I'm like, I feel for Bella at this point. Like, I honestly do. But we, of course, never got to see any of the action either. Like, it just happened that they were, like, going skinny dipping. then it just went to like a next chapter or next paragraph and she was waking up. So like we got to see nothing, we got to see no action. Just like all of the books, at the end of the books, we never get to see the action. So I don't know why I expected this to be any different with that type of action. But you know what? Stephanie Meyer just does not like to give us that content. But also, this is a young adult book, so I kind of like understand why it wasn't shown. But like, I don't know why. I was kind of like, oh, I'd love to read about it, but like kind of fun. But I didn't get it, so that's okay. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, Alice packed loads of lingerie for Bella. Like, honestly, Alice is just an icon. Like, I would love Alice as a best friend. Like, she has your best interests at heart. Like, she packed so much lingerie for Bella. Like, ugh, I love her. I just love Alice Cullen. Okay, so I'm happy for Bella because they just did it again, and this time it seems a lot more fun because they're like trying to see what the damage was. She's saying, oh, the pillows seem to be fine this time. And then Edward says, unfortunately, I can't say the same for your nightgown. So he teared that off. Ooh, we love that kinkiness. And then she goes, oh, that's not too bad, but I really like that one. And then she says, were there any other casualties? And he says, I'll have to buy Esme a new bed frame. Then it goes into Bella's inner dialogue and it says, he confessed, glancing over his shoulder, I followed his gaze and was shocked to see that large chunks of wood had apparently been gouged from the left side of the headboard. Oof, she's getting that good stuff. She's getting that bed breaking good stuff. We love that for her. I just need to stop. Like, this is just really speaking words for how single I am, this whole book. Like, I'm just... Oh, this is really depressing, actually. I laugh like it's funny, but it's really not. I'm so single. Okay, guys, so it is later on in the night. I think it's like midnight right now. But I am in bed, gonna keep reading. And currently, I'm on page 107. And basically, what just happened at the end of the chapter I read? Oh, they're going to have sex again because they realized that he's not breaking Bella, so it's fine, so they keep doing it. So I just finished Bella's section, and basically Bella's pregnant now and she's with child. Edward's like, we're gonna get that thing out of you. She's like, that's not happening. And then she's calling up Rosalie because she knows Rosalie will be on her side and stuff like that. And I've got to the next person's book, and it is Jacob, which I said at the start of this vlog that I thought it would be Edward, Jacob and Bella, like we'll get books from them. But then I also just thought maybe it's just going to be between Edward and Bella. I like genuinely didn't think we were going to get Jacob, and now we're getting Jacob. And I didn't expect Jacob to be next. Like, why would we go from Bella to Jacob? I don't really understand. Like, that doesn't really make any sense to me. But like, okay. And I'm also concerned for the fact we're going to be reading through Jacob's perspective, because we all know what happened between me and Jacob in Eclipse. Wasn't a good time. So I'm like reading through his monologue. I don't know. Let's just hope I survive this, guys. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to read through this. Like, what is he gonna say? What is he gonna do? Wait a minute. Jacob has a sister? Since when? What? He apparently has a sister. Apparently, Jacob has had a sister this entire time. Okay, so we're only a couple of pages into Jacob's section, and I am so uncomfortable right now. I don't think I actually mentioned this in the last book, but we found out about imprinting and stuff. And basically, Quill, which is one of the werewolves, has imprinted with a 5-year-old named Claire, and I'm so uncomfortable because Quill is currently with Claire right now, and like he has her on his shoulders and they're like playing with rocks and stuff like that, and just so uncomfortable. Jacob's like, oh, Do you think you should like date like a real girl? I mean, just for now, and then like, where's Quill? Quill says, I can't see it. I can't imagine. I just don't see anyone that way. I don't notice girls anymore, you know? I don't see their faces. And I'm just like, I'm so disturbed. Like, I understand. Like, I know that, like, obviously werewolves don't age, and like Claire is going to get to like the same age as Quill at some point, and that's fine. Like, I understand that, and like then it's going to be fine because like they'll be the same age and stuff. But like right now she's literally a 5-year-old girl, but like he's like, I have love at first sight, like I love her. But like if it was like that kind of love where you just want to protect people, which I think they made it out in the movie, like in the movies they made it out that like, oh, it can just be that you want to protect them and stuff. That's not something in a relationship way. But in the book, they're making it seem like, oh, it's a relationship thing, because Jacob keeps saying it's love at first sight. And love at first sight, to me, implies relationship. So he's implying that this imprinting is love at first sight, where you're in a relationship. And she's 5. I'm so uncomfortable. And then another funny thing that's just happened is Quill just called Jacob out, and like I know I'm feeling uncomfortable with Quill right now, but like this one line he has just said to Jacob makes me so happy, because we know I think Jacob's trash. So like the fact he just said this to him makes me so happy. So he said, you know, Jake, maybe you should think about getting a life. And like Jacob's like, he didn't say it like a joke. His voice was sympathetic. That made it worse. Like he was genuinely serious. Like, you need to get a life. And I'm like, you really do, Jacob. Okay, everyone. So it is a new day, a new dawn, a new life for me. And you know what? I am feeling good. And so I got up to page 151 last night of Breaking Dawn, and I just basically read the first chapter in Jacob's perspective, and he's already angry because ever since New Moon, Jacob just has severe anger issues. I feel like Jacob could have been such a better character, but like Stephanie Meyer just kind of like threw him down the drain and was just like, no, I want everyone to be Team Edward. So like, but I don't know, I feel like he could have been such a better character, but he's just angry all of the time. So basically he found out that Bella is back and that she has an illness that she got when she was down in South America. But he's really angry because he's pretty sure this is their cover up for turning Bella into a vampire. And so now the pack won't do anything because there's no official evidence that they've broken the treaty, but Jacob doesn't care. He's pissed and he's determined to go kill Edward. So I think that's his motive right now. And so yes, oh, there's my foot. Hi. I'm gonna just read here and I'm really comfortable. So I also have my Winnie the Pooh teddy bear. Teddy bear? That is a pillow, Kevin. Pillow. Oh my god. No, I was thinking I should bite the pillow like Edward was doing. What? No, I need to stop. I am so angry right now. I hate Edward Cullen and I hate Jacob Black. They are both trash. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Basically, Jacob has gone to see Bella and he knows that she is pregnant now and stuff like that. And now Jacob and Edward are talking outside, trying to talk about how maybe you should talk this over and make her change her mind about having this baby or something. And then Edward's like, oh, but if she wants to have a child, I'll let her have a child, and like all this kind of stuff. And they're basically just like saying, oh, like, I'll give her to you, Jacob, and you can go make babies with her and then give her back to me. And it's just so disgusting. She's literally not a piece of meat. I am so angry right now. So literally it's like, what was he saying? That Bella should what? Have a baby with me? What? How? Was he giving her up? Or did he think she wouldn't mind being shared? This is so what? I hate Jacob and Edward so much. I'm losing my mind.
A few moments later.
Yeah, what? I can't cope. Okay, so inner dialogue, Jacob is actually, for once, making a little bit sense because he's actually revolted by this idea and thinks it's an awful idea. So clearly, Edward is the main trash right now. But he's like, I couldn't think about what he was suggesting. It was too much. Impossible. Wrong. Sick. borrowing Bella for the weekends, then returning her Monday morning like a rental movie. So messed up. And then... No, Jacob! I hate it here! He's just, after saying all of that, like, it's so messed up, it's a weird idea. And then his next line is, so tempting. I'm so fucking done. I'm literally so done with both of these boys. Like, why can't Bella just be with Rosalie? Rosalie is looking after Bella right now. This is where I want that romance to start. Bella and Rosalie, that's where it needs to be. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm signing up for. I want that. I want that. Okay guys, it's the next day because I had to put the book down because you all know I was very angry yesterday. So I was like, I need to stop. I went and played Animal Crossing because I was like, I just can't deal with Edward and Jacob right now. I needed to stop because I was so angry. But anyways, I have continued reading and I am on page 249 now. And basically, Jacob has like left his pack with Sam and stuff, and then Seth and Leah have like joined his new pack because now Jacob's like an alpha, so love that for him. And also they're trying to figure out what is wrong with Bella because she's like deteriorating and stuff, and so they've got her to start drinking blood, and it seems to be working, so clearly she was just thirsty. I can relate. But anyways, I just wanted to vlog this little thing right now because Jacob is being like kind of rude to Rosalie a lot because Rosalie is kind of like in it to get the baby if in case Bella dies. Like Rosalie just wants the baby. So Jacob just said like a blonde girl joke to Rosalie and I don't know why, but I find it so funny. And it's literally, okay, where did it say? Oh, because Jacob was very tired and like Rosalie says, so where's the flood, mutt? Or something, like she called him a mutt basically. And then he goes, you know how you drown a blonde, Rosalie? Glue a mirror to the bottom of a pool. And then to make it better, she just goes, I've already heard that one. I love it. I don't know why I love that so much. And now Jake was back in the house and Rosalie like made food for Jacob and like made it into a dog dish. And he just said another blonde joke and I'm living for this banter between Jacob and Rosalie. Still hate Jacob, absolute trash. This is not justifying him, but the jokes, they're making me giggle. And this time he said, where is it? Hey, do you know what you call a blonde with a brain? A golden retriever. That was not even that funny, but like I still laughed. And then she's still like, I've heard that one too. I'm just living for this. Like this banter, it's everything. Rosalie just not giving Jacob the satisfaction and laughing at his jokes because she just really is that girl. Like we just really love Rosalie. Like she's like, you know what, I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction that you need. So we stan, she's serving. Ew. I think the birth is about to happen. So like Bella, like in the movie, I remember this vividly in the movie where like she drops her cup and then she tries to pick it up and then she like breaks like loads of her bones. But that basically just happened. But her body twitched, arched in Rosalie's arms, and then Bella vomited a fountain of blood. Ew. Ew. I can't get that mental image out of my head. Ew, ew, ew. Yeah, here we go. I think the birth is gonna start happening. Here we go. Ew. This is so disgusting trying to read. I want to cry at how disturbed I am. I think Jacob just bit Bella's stomach to get the vampire, to get the baby out of her. Ew. The baby's out, we know it's Renesmee, it's a girl. We've been knew this since I've seen the movie, but we know. Okay, so now like Bella I think has just died and like Jacob just goes, what are you waiting for? Like, because he's waiting for Edward to bite her to turn her into a vampire. And Edward literally just says, take the baby. And then Jacob says, throw it out the window. Oh, what the fuck, Jacob? This boy. Seriously, it's a literal child. He wants to throw it out the window. So messed up. I can't. I literally can't. And now they're trying to turn her into a vampire by like biting her. Well, Edward's biting her and then Jacob's pushing venom into her like a needle. And he's literally like, all the king's horses and all the king's men, we couldn't put Bella together again. Like, he's making lighthearted jokes at like his love dying by talking about like she's Humpty Dumpty. I can't with Jacob's monologue, like inner monologue, whatever. What is with this boy? He wants to throw babies out the window. He wants to compare his love of his life to Humpty Dumpty. This boy has issues. Oh my God, you have to be kidding me.
Next time on the Vampire Diaries.
Bella's a vampire now. Finally, we love that character development for her. Why did I forget this detail from the movie? Why? Oh, I can't. I literally can't.